Suffering is seen as the birth pains of the new creation. This is what Paul teaches. A space where the power of the resurrection meets the brokenness of the old age. We cannot make sense of suffering without our faith being firmly grounded in the fact and in the promise of the resurrection. If we don't have faith in the promise of the promise of the resurrection, suffering is pointless. And this is what the world teaches us, that you are an accident of cosmic slime way back when, and you have sort of accidentally grown up in this genetic slop, and now you live a pointless life, and suffering has no point, and therefore death has no point. And that's actually the thinking and the power behind medical assistance in dying. Because life is pointless, why suffer? And I've wondered that question even before MAID was around. Like, if you really believe there is no God, and everybody's going to suffer eventually, no matter how healthy or young you are right now, you are going to suffer eventually. Like, what's the point? If you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in the power of the resurrection, why don't you just end it now and save yourself a lot of pain? Because that makes logical sense. But of course, even in our brains deny the existence of God, our hearts recognize that there's more to this life than what we see and what we recognize. So therefore, even people who don't believe in God fight to hold on to life. They don't want to give it up, because even though they don't intellectually grasp it, they grasp it in their heart that there is something more and worth living for. So this brings us to Romans chapter 8, which is really the classic passage about resurrection, redemption, and new creation. Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God and fellow heirs with Christ, provided we suffer with him, in order that we may also be glorified with him. You see, Paul's returning to this theme again, that suffering is necessary for glorification. Suffering is a necessary part of the process of resurrection. Verse 18, for I consider the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. For creation waits with eager longing for the revealing of the sons of God. For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it in hope. Now this word futility, creation was subjected to futility. And this word futility needs some translation. It means vanity or emptiness, or something that has no purpose. It describes the state of frustrating emptiness that results whenever a person or system is severed from the purpose for which God created it. God created the earth and it was good. The devil came into the earth and corrupted it. God's plan is to redeem not just you and me, but to redeem the whole earth. That's why it speaks of a new heavens and a new earth. That's why when you go to the end of the book of Revelation, he's redeeming the earth. But because of our sin, all of creation was severed from its purposes in God.